Hello everybody, welcome to Hillbilly Wine 101. And we are a few days away from the Kentucky Derby here in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know if you've all ever been to it. I worked many a Derby, and I have some really cool stories. But tonight I thought I would do a wine to celebrate the Derby. And Wendell, what did you bring, Mary, my boy? It's a local winery. Milla. What's cool is mint julep is the signature drink of the Kentucky Derby, which is a lot of ways to make it. Generally, it's just bourbon, a little simple syrup, with a glass filled to the brim with crushed ice, and maybe a sprig of mint put in, maybe muddled. And it is pretty tasty because bourbon's sweet anyway, and then the simple sugar and the muddled mint in that ice cold glass is a pretty tasty drink on a nice hot Derby day. All right. The day before that, and Derby is always the first Saturday in May. The first Friday in May is the Oaks, which is the fillies running, and the Lily is their signature drink, and it's like cranberry juice and vodka. I think that's it. Not positive on that one. And that's fairly new-ish. But the mint julep's the thing. Anyway, this local winery, Milla, did a mint Julia. Not a mint julep, a mint Julia. It's a little, play off of it. So I thought, what better than to do a wine kind of like the mint julep, made in Kentucky for the Kentucky Derby. Okay, and it's got kind of a silhouette of people with fancy hats on, and one of the things about the Derby is wearing a fancy hat, especially the women. They wear these sometimes crazy hats, some are nice, all kinds. It's all about the hat. That's a big thing at the Derby. Hats. Derby hat. There's people that make them, a year in advance, and they spend a lot of money on Derby hats. So anyway, so they got that theme going, and then they got some roses down here. And of course, another term for the Derby is the run for the roses, because whoever wins the Derby gets a big garland made out of roses, and they put it over that horse at the winner's circle. And that's made at it's made at Kroger's, and that's a big deal to go watch them make that. All right, this is a big thing here in Kentucky. It's a 2-week celebration. They got all kinds of events and everything, and people here go crazy. People come here from all over the world for this horse race, and it's just amazing. Anyway, this wine is a honey mint wine. With natural flavors, 12% ABV. It is produced and bottled by Milla Winery and Vineyards, Mount Washington, Kentucky. Very close to Louisville. And it says here, Milla Winery is located in the heart of Kentucky bluegrass country. A region blessed with gently rolling pastures, mature hardwood forests, and crystal clear streams cascading over limestone cliffs. And we are on a limestone shelf here, and they credit our great bourbon to that limestone water and the strength of the horses and the grass they eat with the limestone, and it makes their bones or whatever. Anyway, there's the whole thing behind it. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. I mean, it's true that the water has limestone in it. Also, one thing it'll give you is kidney stones, and this is probably one of the highest regions for kidney stones. Just minerals. It's good for you at one end, and it hits you on the other. So, take it for what it's worth. Anyway, some other stuff, pretty boring. So, let's get to tasting. And you all ever come here for Derby? Let me know in the comments on whatever latest video I've done, and maybe I can meet you all. And, this wine's good. These small wineries sometimes, this cork looks a little out of sorts, so we'll see if the chief here can get it out. Let's see. Yes, it did. So, I've never had this wine. I'm thinking for sure you want to have it chilled, and I'm thinking this is one that probably go pretty good over ice. If you want to put your wine on ice, if you want to do it, what's it? I thought it was going to be a plain cork. But it has a name, kind of fancy writing, and winery, and some grapes and leaves. And anyway, it's fancier than I thought it would be. All right, so let's see what we've got. In the bottle where it's concentrated, it's kind of a nice yellow. You know, just yellow. You don't get a lot of yellow on it. And then, of course, you pour it in here, and it's still yellow, but now it's a light yellow. So it's kind of pretty, you know, yellow. Not golden, but just yellow. Whoa. Uh-oh. Wow. Now that, my friends, is odd. Ooh. Get like a, not sure what kind of grape they use in this, but it almost smells like a Concord grape. And but the first thing you smell is kind of a eucalyptus or a mint smell, and then behind that you pick out some grape, some Concord grape. And when you combine the mint with the grape, it's I never smelled a wine with mint in it. It's really good, and I smell the honey. So you've got like mint and honey. Mint and honey and a little Concord grape in the background. All right. All right. It is sweet. I don't know how much this cost, by the way, but it wasn't a lot. I didn't mark it down. I bought this a while ago. Now this is, I'm telling you, this is refreshing. This would be good cold. This would be good over ice. This is cold, but over ice, because you got that mint taste. It does have sweetness. It's sweet. It's not sickening sweet, but it's sweet. It's got that honey taste. I love that refreshing mint. Yeah, man. Tell you what, I'll buy this again. I think this would be great for a party. It'd be great for a derby party. It'd be great if you just had some people over, grilling out hot dogs and hamburgers, and maybe they're not even done yet, and you're just an hour or two before you start cooking. This is a good one, man. I think a lot of people, like, whether you like wine or not, I can appreciate it, and I think the people who aren't really into wine would really enjoy it too. And if you take it in the right context, even if you're a snob, you might enjoy this. So, you know what, I recommend it. I'm getting that aftertaste of that mint. It's really cool. So, from Hillbilly Wine 101, see if you can get a hold of this. It's pretty cool. Cheers, everybody.